Hey, folks, this is Jim Horn with another Travers Talks, and today we're going to be talking about septic tanks. I remember the first time I did a podcast on septic tanks, I thought, what am I doing a podcast on septic tanks for? This is absolutely crazy. However, we have about 20,000 septic tanks in Grand Traverse County. And Grand Traverse County does not have an ordinance for septic tanks. Some of the other townships do. Long Lake, I believe, has one, and I'm sure there are other townships that have ordinances regarding septic tank inspections. So what's the genesis of this? Well, it really started last year. The state of Michigan was talking about, and I remember the word at the county commissioners meeting, the word was imminent. There was going to be some kind of statewide ordinance. And so the county health department wanted to get ahead of it and make sure that, that we would be in compliance and, they wouldn't, because what happens is you've got to get the inspections done and you've got to probably hire some additional inspectors if you don't have, enough inspectors at the county level. And they don't. So they're going to be hiring some certified inspectors. However, everybody got their knickers in a twist, I think. And I think because they thought that, there's going to be some county inspector riding down the road and looking and pointing at houses with septic tanks instead of doing random inspections. That is not the case. This is really based upon on the sale or the transfer of property. And let me read to you this is proposed now. This is going to come up in front of the Board of County Commissioners this coming Wednesday. So if you have something you want to say, get there at 9 a.m. and you can take over the podium and make a public comment. Anyway, here is Regulation 4B. It says, no premises in Grand Traverse County that contains an OSDS and or OWSS system shall be sold, transferred, or conveyed without undergoing an inspection and receiving approval from the department if it contains a dwelling located within 300 feet of surface water, measured from the closest part of the dwelling to the surface water. So obviously, those dwellings that are further away than 300 feet, they don't come under this ordinance. So you got to think about that, folks. If you're going to buy a home anyway, and it has a septic tank, you're going to want the septic tank inspected to make sure it's okay. So this really isn't so onerous. It's, I think people think this is Big Brother once again coming after them. I don't think so. If I were going to purchase a piece of property with a septic tank, I'd want to make sure that the septic tank is functioning properly, whether it's within the 300 feet or further away. Anyway, they also list transfers exempt from inspection, which include transfer from a spouse, change in ownership solely to exclude a spouse, transfer subject to life lease or life estate, transfer to effect foreclosure or forfeiture of real property, transfer by redemption from a tax sale, transfer creating or ending joint ownership if at least one person is an original owner of the property or his or her spouse, transfer to establish or release a security interest, premises built within the previous 36 months prior to a date of property transfer, premises that shall be demolished and shall not be occupied after the property transfer, new homes that have not been occupied, and finally, transfer of premises that has had an OSDS and or OWSS installed and approved by the department within the past 36 months pursuant to a permit issued by the department for the OSDS and or OWSS. So those are the exceptions, and there's quite a few of them, and I think they're really well written. So this comes up, or the proposal or the desire to get this ordinance passed. If I went in reading it, they really want to begin on January 1st. That would be the effective date, January 1st, 2026. Anyway, that's the latest. I think that may be one of the more significant things that's going to be on the agenda. So, as I said, if you want to speak up, the pros and cons, you can step up to the podium at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. And that's February 19th at the County Building, 400 Boardman Avenue here in Traverse City. Anyway, folks, listen, take care. Another snowy day in Traverse City. We'll be talking to you.